Stops in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The following content contains adult language and humor that is not suitable for viewers under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. The views and opinions expressed during the following video content are those of the individual and may not reflect those of others.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome one and all to this edition of Pacific414 Pop Talk, coming to you live on the Pacific414 YouTube channel and the Pacific414 Rumble channel, along with Paranorman Tag. I am your host, Mike, and tonight we invite you to join us over on the Kosmi side as we watch the true sequel to A Christmas Story with Peter Billingsley, A Christmas Story Christmas. This film came out 3 years ago on HBO Max. I was about to say Max, but HBO Max. And Baron and I, we watched it when it came out on that platform, and we also reviewed it. And if you click on the link underneath the Kosmi link that's pinned to the top of the chat on YouTube and Rumble, you can hear our thoughts on A Christmas Story Christmas. But I thought at the time that this was an excellent sequel to the original 1983 film, which is based on the 1966 book by Gene Shepard. And why am I drawing a blank on the title of the book, Brandon?
Well, actually, it was a couple compiled from a couple stories. Wanda Hickey's Night of Something Memories, and of course, In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash. So the various little short stories, anecdotes he had in there, he kind of put in there. I think the Bumpus Sounds came from Wanda Hickey, but a lot of the other stuff came from In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash. So those were the two, definitely.
Definitely, and I've never read those short stories. I only seen A Christmas Story when I was a kid, of course, and then the countless 24-hour broadcasts that TNT and TBS would have of the original A Christmas Story. And with this film, I did watch it again recently. It's like, it's still a good film.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing it for a second time. But the first time I was really impressed with it, and even more so as I learned more things about how they filmed this. So,
well, one of the things I'll let everybody know is as you watch this movie and it goes along, you can tell that Peter Billingsley really did try to sound like Gene Shepard.
Hmm. Yeah, he definitely had that distinct voice to him. Of course, had that little cameo in the first movie as one of the guys standing in line, so you can briefly hear his voice there. Of course, his narration, uh, and the narration of the one sequel where they went to the summer camp or whatever, the summer vacation. Uh,
Yeah. A Christmas Story 2, which wasn't very good, in my opinion.
well, then there was a Christmas Story 2. Yeah, so there was actually one sequel where the old man takes him out to on a trip, in camping trip. Then of course there was the Christmas Story 2, which was an atrocious piece of garbage, and then there's this one.
Yeah.
So, and out of all of them, guess what we liked the most? Um, yeah, Charles Grodin, I think.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. He
yeah,
was in A Christmas Story 2.
yeah, the camping one, I believe. I can't
Yeah,
remember. Maybe
and I think it was in both. Let me just double check on IMDb.
yeah, he might have been in both. He might have been both.
Let's check. I want to make sure we have our facts straight. And if you are a channel member and you'd like to join us on the panel during this stream, the link to join the panel is in the post section over on YouTube.
Yeah. Please, if you want. But yeah, I mean, in fact, that one thing that also helps it is good old Vince Vaughn was a producer alongside him. And
Yeah.
we all know Vince Vaughn and how he works. So that was just was wonderful, just wonderful.
Okay, I have to correct myself. Daniel Stern played the old man in A Christmas Story 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, there was that one where Charles Grodin was the father, and there was this summer camp, and it has no Christmas Story in it or whatever. It's I can't remember. Again, based off of Gene Shepard's work and centered around all this, and I think he did give us the voiceover. And I don't know if it's still out there or not, but on the interwebs, there's one that, because he was on, I believe, WOR in New York. He would have like a late night show. He just would sit down, start pontificating, just start telling these stories for like an hour or so. And they were playing all these shows over, from 73, 70. I don't think it maybe even went back to 60, very late 60s or such, in the early 70s. So some of it, the quality is kind of low on some of them because they were taken off air and the signal wasn't exactly working right for them. But those were always interesting to listen to. Like I said, I hope they're still out there. I have to see if I can track that down. But yeah, writer,
Might be able to.
radio. He had a voice for radio. Yeah, he had that voice for radio, and he's a storyteller. And it's another thing that we don't have. We kind of had somebody like that here by the name of Mishki, and he would sit down and just kind of go off like that, on the air. He would have guests though, and such, and whatnot. He got his start by being a caller into a guy by the name of Don Vogel, who was blind on the radio, and he would be the drive time guy. So they said, let a blind guy drive you home. And all these, these proto blue-haired land whale, Karen, offended everything, started going crazy. And Vogel's going, hey, I'm blind. If there's one person who should be offended, it's me. And I'm not. I came up with the ideas. I'll go laugh off. Oh, and he was a big Cubs fan too, by the way. Vogel was. He was from Chicago. We don't have that no more. Just just going in there and making a night of it. The gift of gab, just talking. So
and that's what you need from a personality in general is just having the gift of gab. Keep people entertained by the stories you tell, whether they're tall tales or there's a little bit of truth in there as far as
Mhm.
the story being told, but it's being exaggerated a little bit.
Right. Many of the great comics did that. Wanda Hickey's Night of Golden Memories and Other Disasters, 1971, was the other book, and that had some stuff in there, but primarily In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash.
Yeah.
And I always have a hard time with the Wanda Hickey one.
And of course, before we do start this watch party, I do want to acknowledge the senseless murder of Robb Reiner and his wife Margaret by their own son.
Right. And
I don't care what side of the aisle you're on.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to him? Nobody deserves that.
Right. I mean, I always thought that I was a pompous pig myself, but that doesn't mean I hated the guy. Right. Again, it's that, you don't like a person compared to you hate somebody. And, it's like, you never wish something like this to happen to him and his wife. And it's from their son that, we can see allegedly, but it just comes down to that, just that tragedy of what happened. But despite what you think of him, he was a good actor. I mean, as he jokingly said, when I die, my tombstone would say, or all the obits say that, he played Meathead or he was Meathead. But it took him getting behind the camera to really solidify himself as a genius. I mean, this is Spinal Tap, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally.
A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men. And so it was varied. You went from dramas to comedies. He wasn't just a one-note man. He was also married at one time to Penny Marshall, who played Laverne in Laverne and Shirley. And for 10 years, a 10-year marriage there. So, I mean, and of course, need we say who his father was? Carl Reiner, Mel Brooks' good dear friend. And I'm sure Mel Brooks is just broken up about this. Absolutely.
I can't imagine
again,
what Mel Brooks is going through. He saw Robb grow up.
Right. I mean, Carl Reiner passing away, yeah, I'm sure that really hit a spot. But he was old too, and at the time, so it's like, yeah, he had a good run and stuff like that. But when you see what Reiner was like 70 some years old, his wife was close to 10 years his junior. I know she was a few years younger than him, and of course the three children they had, and he even made a movie. He kind of wrote with, he did write with his son, called Charlie, kind of addressing all the issues they were having with each other, and he was having and whatnot, and making a drama out of it. I remember hearing about that actually back a while ago, that Robb Reiner did that with his son, and of course it kind of dropped off the face of the earth. But yes, baby, enough. She has to put her two kibbles in. But then you kind of think about that now. It's like, what tragic irony that is.
Yeah.
When you have that. So, rest in peace, Carl Reiner. Like I said, personally, I thought you were a git, but that doesn't mean anything. You were a great director. You were a good actor. And you tried to be a good father and husband. So that's what that's what should be remembered about him, not politics.
Yep. Not his political views, not how he felt about one particular person on one side of the aisle or the other. It's what he left behind, the legacy that he left behind. Whether it be All in the Family, whether it be the movies he has a credit for. That's what we should remember. Just like Gil Gerard. Remember him as well. Buck Rogers. I used to watch that show a lot as a kid. You had Tweety, and of course, who can forget Wilma? I mean, gosh, Erin Gray, beautiful woman, absolutely beautiful woman. But you know, as a kid, I couldn't wait to tune into Buck Rogers in the 25th century, and we lost a lot of people these last 5 years here in the 2020s. A lot of
Oh yeah.
really good people, both
I
famous
mean,
and also, folks that we've known in our personal lives.
mhm. Yeah, I mean, I was lucky enough to see Buck Rogers in the theater. In fact, that's the one film where I said that a friend of my dad, took me to see Buck Rogers, and the film got over. He goes, "No, no, no, just sit here and wait." It's like, "What? We're going to see it again?" It's like, "But shut up, kid." Slap. No, he didn't do that. But oh yeah, I guess still got some. I got my. Unfortunately, the little rubber banding inside there for a lot of those figures evaporated. I had my Tweaky, of course, Buck, Wilma, Draconian, Dr. Hure. I mean, I got, I didn't, they weren't well made figures and toys, but I still got them. But yeah, that was the case. You know, Buck Rogers, you had to, as a kid, jump in there. I mean, we just lost Battlestar Galactica. Buck Rogers came to the scene.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw it, like I said, twice in the theater, and then of course they turned it into, like, a two-part longer movie episode thing where they added padded scenes in there, and I could tell it didn't take much for someone to figure out which one was motion picture and which one was the add-ins, just by the quality of the film. um
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I saw a director's cut version of that a long time ago. I don't even know if it exists, but it was, all the heads, the Theopolis type ones, all having this big conversation about what we do with Buck and stuff. And I saw that back way in the day, when cable was, it was like amazing thing, and it was in a hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
And I came in late watching it, but I saw that. It's like, I don't remember seeing that, and never have seen it since. So, if there's a cut, if anyone knows that cut, please find it, because I thought it was awesome. But yeah, I mean, you go in there, the next episode. I mean, you had Jack Palance in that second episode, but most importantly, you had Larry Buster Crabbe as Colonel Gordon. And if
Mm-hmm.
anybody also, besides the fact he was Flash Gordon, he was also Buck Rogers in the serials. He just dyed his hair. The hair. Okay, well, we have to dye it blonde for Flash, and now we gotta get back to your regular color for Buck. And of course, you gotta do Tarzan now. It's like, what happened to the other guy? He can't make it. You do it. So I mean, you got him going in there, and you start seeing the list of guest stars that they had in there. You had, of course, Jamie Lee Curtis had a guest starring appearance on there. Marky Post had a guest starring
Mm-hmm.
appearance, and oh my God, she was beautiful.
She was a beautiful woman.
Oh God, I had a crush on her. It's like, Harry, come on, Harry. Quit pussyfooting around. Hook up with her. As you're watching Night Court.
Yeah.
But it's also on the other side too. You had many of the great actors, and you had, of course, the Riddler himself. Gorshin was in there. You had George Murdoch in there. Of course, he was in Battlestar and many other things, and of course he was God and the Admiral that got blown up real good by the Borg
Mm-hmm.
after giving Riker Shelby. It's yeah, obviously the first season was the best. You had, of course, Tim O'Connor as Dr. Hure. I always hated the fact they got rid of Dr. Hure and did that strange, hey, let's put him on a spaceship type of thing. But I guess a lot of that was Gil Gerard's pushing. And it's like, Gil, you're a great actor, but yeah, settle
But that
back.
decision wasn't a great one.
Mm-mm. The only good thing about it, they added is Buck Rogers on Tubi. Okay,
Yeah,
I got
that's what Tommy's saying. They added
Tommy.
it to the TV series version on Tubi.
Tommy. I guess I'm going to watch some TV. The only good thing about that second season was Christopher as Hawk. I always liked Hawk.
I always thought Hawk was cool as a kid.
Oh yeah. I mean, a guy who was known for a lot of his soap opera work, and he played in Star Raiders, that Corman film, as a character, and of course Buck Rogers. I think he was never given a proper due, because I always thought he was a good actor, and I always loved Hawk. It's like whenever I started hearing about Hawk, and then people start saying, that guy from DS9. It's like, what? No, that's not the Hawk I remember.
No. This is Hawk from Buck Rogers.
Yeah. His ship was cool. That fighter ship of his. Oh, my word. Oh. That was just amazing. Yep. Said Hag was in there. Mm-hmm. I mean, it just goes. Mark Leonard was in there.
Mm-hmm.
He could take his head off. He was an old flame of Wilma Deering, that lucky bastard. But no, yeah, and that's a bad thing about the season 2. They kind of pushed her back to just basically being like a flight attendant on the ship, compared to Colonel Deering out there. It's Captain Rogers and Colonel Deering. She was the boss. We never had strong women, by the way. You know that?
Otherwise, I still stand by saying that Erin Gray would have made a great Janeway.
Yeah. Oh, she would be on my top 5 list. Definitely. In the 3 prominent ones would be a hard choice. But she had her. She was on both Gil and Erin Gray did their bit with Star Trek. Erin Gray was, of course, in Star Trek Continues with Vic Mignogna. Gil Gerard went to James Cawley's Star Trek Phase 2, and he was also part of a project where they're going to try to revive both him and Erin Gray. They were playing Buck Rogers' parents. They were going to try to revive it way back. I don't know what happened. And it's a shame, because he was trying to do it like the classic 30s style Cawley was. And it's like, oh, that'd be freaking awesome. And how apropos that you would have, Gil and Erin helping send it off as Buck's parents. But
it'd be a passing of the torch.
Yeah, it would. Just like Buster Crabbe did with Gil.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I don't know what the hell happened. So.
But before we get the movie started here, I do want to say hello to Lady Mist. Good to see you, Lady Mist. Glad you could join us. Also, Tommy, good to see you, brother. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure we can go for hours talking about Battlestar Galactica and Gil Gerard and Rob Reiner as Meathead and All in the Family and all his movies that he has a credit.
We should do an episode of Pop Talk, no topics, just talking about shit like that. I mean, honestly, I think
we can. We can.
That's my vote.
That could be something we do in January.
Hey, people, put a hand in the chat if you think it's a good idea from your dear old Uncle Baron here.
Well, like I said to you and Cash after we had our episode of Pop Talk a couple of weeks ago, letting folks know, why are we streaming? Why are we here? I did say that I want to do more topic shows like that.
Yep, you did. Oh, by the way, I see a hand. I see 2 hands. Oh, look at that. They like it. Oh, by the way, the one sequel that's kind of officially the sequel with Charles Grodin, it was called My Summer Story, which was also out based out of the books In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash, and Wanda Hickey's Night of Golden Memories and Other Disasters. So Yeah, and that actually had what Gene Shepard did the voice. Mary Steenburgen was the old man's wife, the mother. Then
Yep.
you had a couple Culkins in there, yeah, Kieran and Christian Culkin and whatnot. But I never really seen it, and never really cared to be honest with
I had no interest in ever seeing it. And,
you. Yeah,
I do want to let everybody know that Melinda Dillard was asked to reprise her role as Mrs. Parker,
hmm
but
yeah,
she declined.
yeah. We found out that she was ill, and
Yeah.
she passed away not long afterwards. I think
Yeah,
she was kind of
n-
suffering a little from dementia or something like that. Sadly.
yeah. Yeah, she passed away not long after this movie was released. But everybody, if you're ready, and I hope you are, get ready for A Christmas Story Christmas.
You're gonna love this, folks. Honestly. And hey, members, come on, come in. Cash isn't here, so you're safe.
Yes, channel members, if you would like, the StreamYard link is in the post section for all of you to join if you would like to do so.
And it also shows you the proof that Cash does not like movies.
He doesn't like good movies.
I say, oh, you have a movie? I'm not going to be there. I got something. I have to wash my chin. I think we said the first time. I'm not going to give anything away here. This is almost a perfect bookend movie.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and
it definitely was.
it's a sequel we didn't think about, but we needed, and it's apropos because now you're dealing with Ralphie being the old man now. Oh, listen how good he is.
Like I said, Peter Billingsley was doing his best to do a good facsimile of Gene Shepard.
Right. You know, one of the amazing things about this movie was filmed. Remember this when you're watching this. This was filmed in Hungary and Bulgaria.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this. And look how they recreated that neighborhood from the first movie so
Yep.
well.
The 70s,
Mhm,
going into the 80s. That's what we had.
mhm. And another thing is how they got the writing of
Mm-hmm.
Gene Shepherd down.
Tommy says it was a good follow up after other franchises were severe disappointments. Absolutely.
Right. This movie needed a hell of a lot more love.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't get the attention it deserves.
For that 24-hour thing they got, they need to show Christmas Story and this. Boom.
Mm-hmm. Back
And
to
they got
back.
the 70s. Yeah, and they got the 70s down, man.
The
Oh my God.
wallpaper, the colors.
hmm And as you can see, a couple of the Shepherd skins were involved.
Mhm.
So,
Even the carpet.
oh God, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed that.
Yeah. The house I grew up in out in California had the yellow countertops, of course, the wood cabinets and orange carpet.
hmm And that's also the other thing. You're going to see people from the original film in here.
Mm-hmm. His eyes were yellow.
Yeah,
Scott Farkas.
yeah, and he's in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got all the original actors for the kids, at least as adults, to reprise their roles.
I love the sideburns, man. They got.
Hmm.
I mean, it was not just the sets; they got the costuming.
Yeah, the costuming, the sideburns. I mean, that jacket. My dad had
Yeah.
a jacket like that.
Yep. With the patches, helmet
Hmm.
patches, and of course, Billingsley helped write this. Hey,
Yeah,
look,
he did.
Sears Tower. Look at
And
that.
those classic cars, man.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at that
The
Mustang
tanks.
and hot. Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
No. Yeah, he's he's trying to sound like Shepard too as he's doing the acting.
Hmm.
That's great.
Yeah. And nice little callbacks to the first film.
Yep.
It lets you know it's still Ralphie.
Yep. Wow. Word count. this is this is like the conversation we had with Chase. It's like
Yeah. This is like a
2,000 pages.
conversation that we have of Cash.
Yeah, but Chase is talking about his book, all 2,000 pages, and he's going to have this sequel.
Hmm.
Oh God, 74. Ah! Ed McCaffrey, Frank Herbert. They look. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Not a bad likeness of him.
Mhm.
you know, and they would laugh at this.
Yeah.
Moron.
Ralphie still daydreams.
Yep. And it's not member berries. It's just this is how the character is.
Yeah. Yes. Those of us of a certain age remember going through the catalogs and circling the
oh,
Christmas catalog toys. And yes, we did this too.
and that.
I'll admit it.
Uh-huh. I like I like to hear that they forgot to do the airbrushing on some of them. You could actually see through them. And of course, this was the bushy 70s, so yeah, you got an eyeful.
Yeah.
No lie, no lie. True crime.
The plates,
Poor Ralph.
the cups.
I always like that 70s hairstyle that she's got there.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, he sounds like Al Bundy.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Mom. Yeah, a little poignant here.
Yes. And hello to the long suffering. I hope your Wednesday is going well.
Hi, Mrs. Pookie. I can see that she's my wife. Hmm.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, there is a lot of that going around lately, and but try to be positive.
Hmm. Big. Oh.
Oh, ho, ho.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. And I love all that.
Me too.
Look at that.
You could actually stay at that house,
Yeah. Well, not that one. That's in Hungary or
the real
Bulgaria.
house, the real
The real,
house.
but still, look how they recreated all that.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. And
And it's probably cheaper to do it there than it would have been to do it here.
yeah, that's why they did it there. Exactly. But look at that recreation. Everything around it, how many, a block or so.
Hello, Tim.
And um, and Julie Hagerty did a good job taking over too.
Yep. Yes, I know we would have liked Melinda Diller to reprise the role, but with her being,
Yeah,
you know, in the condition that she was in at the time, it's understandable as to why.
right. And she probably wanted to so bad, but
Hmm.
it's like
Of course, a lot of us will never forget Julie Hagerty, especially when it comes to Airplane.
right. Yeah, and now yeah, there he goes.
Yep.
And Ms. Dillard, I mean, the movies that she was in also besides this, Close Encounters, Muppet movies,
Hmm.
A Christmas Story, Harry and the Hendersons.
Yep.
She was even in Captain America, the original.
Yeah, she was.
If people aren't having a little tug at their heart right now, you have no soul. Oh,
Darren
Fajiri.
McGavin.
Oh, what a great actor he was. Even in that slow dud of Martian Chronicles, he did what late sub
Hmm.
miniseries.
It's actors like him that,
Gosh,
say, okay, this movie's kind of a dud, but at least, Darren McGavin helped make it better.
yeah, right. Ah! our as we say here in Minnesota, uh,
Hmm.
hot dish. Blueberry. I love blueberries, but I don't want a hot dish.
No, no, don't put blueberries in a casserole unless you're putting blueberries into a blueberry pie.
Our muffin, our donut.
Hmm.
I hear Cash likes blueberries and tofu. A nice, delicious dessert dish that he does.
I hear he has it every morning.
Oh, blueberry pancakes, blueberry waffles,
Hmm.
cooked mayonnaise. And
That's right, kids. Swallow the snot.
yeah, and Erinn Hayes that plays Ralphie's wife.
Hmm.
She was also Ted's wife in Bill and Ted's Face the Music.
Yeah, she was. Which I think we should watch sometime next year.
Hmm. It's okay.
I didn't think it was the best, but it
No.
was. It could have been worse.
Oh, look at classic, that classic snowmobile.
Chase him down, Ralphie.
Hmm. Ah, the beautiful music.
Hmm.
I like how they updated the house too.
Yeah,
For the remodeling.
but they
It's
still
believable.
kept a few things that you would recognize from the first one.
Oh yeah, you really never did a full remodel. You just
No.
updated. It's updating. That's what it is. Just a little updating. Okay, Tim just put something or has something in the chat that I'm gonna have to hunt down.
Yeah, over on Cosby. Yeah, I see it.
Oh no, I'm talking about in the other chat here,
Yeah,
the regular chat.
about how Linda Dillon was in Slapshot and the fact that you see her topless.
Batman smells Robin laid an egg. Flicks Tavern.
Yep.
God, this looks so. I mean, oh, Jiminy Crickets.
And in case anyone has forgotten who Flick was, he's the one that stuck his tongue to the flagpole.
Oh, there we go. And God, we trust all that pay cash. Here's a little tribute to Gene.
Yeah, that was their nod to the book.
Nope.
No. And Peter Billingsley has had a successful career after A Christmas
Yeah.
Story as a successful producer, successful writer, and
Yeah, he went behind the scenes.
yep.
Like like Reiner, you know.
Mm-hmm.
God, I miss bars like that. Not enough smoke in it though.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Stool rats. Mhm. Ah!
Is Baron here? Is
Mhm.
Baron Norman Tag here?
Respect the privacy.
Mm-mm.
Respect the privacy.
I mean, even look at the cash register.
I have terrarium.
Mm.
Mm. Sounds like Washington.
Yeah.
SS.
And the morning after.
Oh yeah. More like Are You Alive?
Yeah. It's nice to see that Ralphie's sleeping in his old bed.
Yeah, that's the
Barely.
mm, mm. Yeah, it's amazing how they got
Good attention to detail with the set design and
yeah.
it's a lamp.
Mm,
It's a major award.
it's a major award. Yeah. Yeah, right.
That's a mom.
Hmm. It's like hide.
Nope.
Damn. This is pure Gene Shepherd.
Yep.
They should have just thrown her to him because she's the one that's excited about it.
You're not hitting the log hard enough.
Mhm,
And also, that's not the right axe.
mhm. Birds? What? And they got the wipes. They know how to
Yep.
do the wipes. Hey, look, it's the chop suey. He's trying to be his dad.
Yep. It's called the art of the deal, kid.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Poor Ralphie. Ha!
Yeah.
I got rid of the monster tree.
Mhm.
Sure they were.
As he scratches the ceiling
Hmm.
with the tree. No, you
Well,
can't complain. $4 for a tree. It's better than $50 or more that they charge now for live Christmas trees.
hmm it's Ralphie Trump, the art, the deal.
Hmm.
Wonderful time
But
of
you notice how also in the outlet they
the
still have
year.
the plug from the first one?
Yep. Needs to spark more though.
Yeah. But maybe in the course of also writing this movie, they didn't want to repeat, too
Yeah.
many of the
You
same
know what?
gags from the first one.
Right. Yeah, you got to precarious. You got to balance it right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was our job, kid. As kids,
Yeah.
we were supposed to be the ones decorating.
Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah, that's how we did
It's a star. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, come on, Ralphie.
Hmm. We've all had those kind of, you know, trains of thought or lack of trains of thought when it comes to writing. It's
Mhm.
like, what exactly do I say about, this? It doesn't sound like I'm trying to repeat what someone else has said.
Right. Mhm.
And yes, that's the same actor who played Randy as a kid.
Yep.
And of course, in that picture you saw Melinda Dillard, which
Mhm.
was a nice tribute to her. And
Yep. It helps that they have a similar look.
hmm
Uh-oh. Wow. Good job. I like the sitar.
As a sibling, there are certain things that we do to the
Mhm.
older sibling, and the older sibling retaliates to the younger.
Mhm. Let's go. That's a good ability. Mhm. Just like the first movie.
Yep.
Mom, see you, Dad. The flashback. Doo-doo-doo.
Full snowballs. Notice how this train was on the tumbleweed.
Hello? Hello, everybody out there. Looks like Mike had some issues, so you're stuck with me for the time being. So our apologies to, well, definitely Lady Mist and the Padawannabe. And it's a shame. It's a shame because I hope all of you who have been watching so far have enjoyed that movie. And, Tim, I did find some pictures, and yeah. Quit doing that to me. Quit doing that to me. I know you sent your guinea pigs out after me. But of course, talk a little bit about this film while we wait to see what happened. The internet in Mayberry. Yeah, someone forgot to feed the hamster on the treadmill. Either that or they lost him. Rest his soul. I thought it was me actually that froze. Usually, that's what's usually happening. But I mean, as you're watching, you can see little nods, such as the Chop Suey shop just out of the corner there, which makes a lot of sense. It brings back, this is the town. This is how everything was, and it's just amazing the details. They must have gotten some great pictures of the original movie, the sets, and of course, the neighborhood all around. As Mike also said that the house that they used for the exterior is, I see a popping of a mic. Is he popping out of the gopher hole? Is he, if he sees maybe groundhog, if he sees his shadow, will have 60 more minutes of a movie. We don't know. Remember though, a cat should shoot his eye out. There he is. He's back. And hopefully better than ever.
Sorry about that. The internet dropped.
Yeah, how's that? The hamster that runs your internet power there must have had a little.
Oh, that just lets you know that there are more people down anytime it drops like that.
Yeah, I thought it was me at first because that usually what's happened. I tried to keep them entertained, but they're throwing rotten tomatoes at me. So I'm glad you're back. Now they can throw them at you.
Sorry, folks.
It's all his fault, not my fault. This time. Remember,
that's what I get for having Spectrum.
Just ask Cash.
Yeah,
especially with his browser history.
Yeah, his browser history, all right.
Oh yeah, and see, if he's going to do it, he's got to do it right. Do the whole dark web thing and all that. That way,
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
So I'm gonna go back a little bit because I wasn't able to
please do.
pause it in time because as soon as I saw that it dropped, I was more focused on that than pausing the movie. And
Well,
I'm gonna
what? I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked. Oh, they got him. Protect your kids forever.
again, I apologize about that, folks.
Lady Missed It was a problem. Give them what for. Can you imagine all those classic cars being sent over to Europe? Either that, or they searched all throughout Europe for people who had these cars.
Lady Misses, she ran out of rotting tomatoes anyway.
Yeah. What a great name, Higbees.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those classic.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. The Yankee Clipper.
Just like when Ralphie, and Fritz were looking at the window and
Yeah.
Ralphie saw the Red Ryder BB gun.
Yeah. A gun that never existed, but Gene Shepard insisted. So they had to make that, just like it was in the first film. But so they had to make a special one for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And what's your name, little boy?
Sounds like me. Oh,
See, back then they would have said sorry. Nowadays, I'm going to sue you.
well, the person who did it would sit back and start yelling at me, even though it was their fault.
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn should have made a cameo in this.
Maybe he didn't want to.
That would have been perfect, though. That part right there.
Yeah.
Raggedy Ann. Like that girl.
Yeah.
The first one. Poor Ralphie. Yeah. As they're getting loaded.
That's their moment, like with the kid that said, I like the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
I like the Tin Man.
They took that big sucker. Uh-oh. Ah. They did a good job making him look like in the first one.
Yeah, they did. They paid attention to the first one. See, even right there, Vince Vaughn could have made a cameo right there.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Or switch. Wow.
You know, for some of the cars, Baron, they probably went to junkyards and looked for ones that they could restore.
Oh, I've done that.
Lost its will and the Joker got away. Hey!
Hey.
Yep. And just like the old man,
Oh.
Ralphie's buttery.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Shots fired.
Shots fired. They've declared war. Oh man, when my dad and I, my sister and mom would go to the Sierras in California, having snowball fights was a regular occurrence.
Mm. Yeah, because you had lots of drink. That's why. She's a good comedic actress. There's no
Yeah,
doubt
she
about
is. I mean, the fact that at her age she was still willing to do that stunt.
it. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ooh.
friendly fire, friendly fire.
Mm-hmm. Point blank.
Mom's feeling real good after having a few gin and tonics.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Erinn, why did you stick your hand in a jar?
That's a beer mug.
I heard you
Look, trying to
stuck
get
your hand in a jar.
the last pickled egg. That's why.
Uh-huh.
Back. He shot her eye out.
Shut her out, kid.
Mhm. That hurt.
All right, I'll check it out, Tom. Oh, nice.
Mm-mm.
Very nice, Tommy.
Is she showing boobies again?
No, 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 no.
Remember, a real friend shows
I, I,
boobies.
I'll sh- I'll show it as long as Tommy's okay with it after the movie.
Okay. Mhm.
That kind of looks like a casserole my mom would make. She called it Mrs. Twig, but it basically had ground beef, or you could put in ground turkey. It had um cottage cheese in it. It had green pepper in it, and
Mm.
you can put in egg noodles if you wanted egg noodles, or
Mm. I like
if
egg
you didn't
noodles.
want egg noodles, you could put in any kind of pasta really, and then bake it for about an hour or so, and then it was ready. Also, you put tomato in it too.
Mm. Mm. Yep, gonna mix it all up again.
Yep. Mix it all up, then reheat it for the next time.
Hmm. You can only do it so often, though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I love Shirley Temples as a kid.
Hmm. He's got that trucker haircut. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
every trucker seems to have that haircut. Oh, no. Yeah, that's how it was back then too.
Yeah, it was. Oh, that's okay, kid. You qualify.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Bumpus is new hound. Oh, look at that. Oh, it looks like Duchess. Oh.
He's eating a whole block of cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my kid, I've done that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I knew of someone who ate 2 pounds of that type of cheese, constipated for I don't know how long. Mm-mm.
Oh, Mitt, though, the kid playing Mark comes across as a theater kid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What?
How could you be out of corn nuts at a bar? I can understand the peanuts. Everybody likes peanuts, but corn nuts, come on.
You know what's great is they wanted you. Back in the day they'd give you peanuts in the shell free, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course you chuck the shells onto the floor. And they wanted that because people would walk on it and would actually start because the peanut oil start helping polish the floor. So
Yeah.
after a while, you just swim and the floor looks beautiful. Whoa! Like I said, I wish we had bars like that again. Wow, look at that. Oh. His fellow low lies.
That was pretty much you and Cash making a deal.
Yeah.
I did, brother. I'm going to show them on Saturday. Thank you very much.
Oh, hi, Pops.
No, this is actually my third watch.
My second.
If you got time to watch it, the Kosmi link is pinned to the top of the chat.
Mm-hmm. And I think Pops knows what I'm going to be doing after this watch party. Makes you wonder what Soviet harebrained idea that was.
Yeah.
Dog dare you.
There you go.
Oh yeah, and being able to walk out of the bar with your glasses like that because this is happening.
Hey, Baron, I triple dog dare you to watch the original Red Sonja.
Already have. Hey, I'll watch it again. It is entertaining. Well, that's
I can understand too, especially when you see Darren McGavin and hear lines from the first one and
yeah, he's gonna die. Oh,
and in real life he'd have a broken back.
Well, they did have that crack. May the Schwartz be with you. Oh, it'll help burp him. Yeah, like I said, it makes me tingle a little bit there, Pops, because of what recently happened. So, but you know what? A film like this helps heal because, again, it's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Uh oh. Yeah. Oh, the Barfly Olympics. Anyone who's ever had drinking days knows what this is all about.
Yep.
He doesn't like his kid.
He secretly hates his kids.
Yeah. More or less. All right.
Yeah, that's something you want to tell your wife in the middle of the night. Oh, by the way, our kid broke their arm.
You kind of hope that they're sleepy enough that they don't catch it. But Jillian. She was ruthless.
Yeah, and he said a few choice words while he was doing it too.
Yeah. That the mom decided to ignore. And more.
Mom's vicious.
Isn't she? Might be with the secretary.
And it says he's got a broken arm. He's got some guts. Keep watching. I'm not going to spoil.
Not saying a thing. Some people write a virtual novel, novella.
It's not easy.
Mhm. Mhm.
That last line, that's the knife saying,
Mhm.
you going to do this or not?
Yeah. Put me in a weenie. Right. Yeah. And they know how to properly place this. It's not Memberberry.
No.
Homage. It's an
Yep.
homage. It's,
And see, you see the BB gun, and you also see the bowling ball that the old man received at
Mhm.
Christmas time.
Addicts or memories.
Yep. Pictures are memories too.
Mhm.
You think you've forgotten about something, and then you look at a picture, and that day comes rushing back to you.
Mhm. Or a smell, or
Mm-hmm.
or just something. I mean,
And it was a few days ago. I smelled a perfume that reminded me of one that my grandmother on my dad's
Mhm.
side wore. It's like,
Mhm.
she must
Yeah.
be looking out for me.
Well, they don't. You don't have people wearing perfumes much, but sometimes I did come across people that, that reminds me of Grandma Clara or Grandma Bobo or
Yeah.
my old man.
You don't have any memories like this, Padawannabe? I don't know what to say, brother.
Mhm. Look at those two conspiratorial kids.
Yep.
They're up to something. Ralphie's tried twice to take them out.
I wish they told you what song was playing in the background.
Too bad we didn't see it happen.
Yeah.
Mm. Mhm. 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 Ah, jeez. Oh, look at that radio.
Just my mom and I. No real, no real big teach me lessons from her. We lost dad before I could talk. Sorry to hear that, brother. Was there anybody in your life who was like a father figure to you?
Oh no. With blackjack and hookers.
An eggnog with rum.
Yeah, I mean, just like the old man there.
Yep.
When this old man lost it.
Yep. I think he's even repeating some of the same lines as the old man.
Yeah, especially when it comes to the bumping sounds.
No harm amongst friends.
Yes, this is how things went.
I don't think that crate's gonna hold. Nope, that crate didn't hold. The keg? Yeah, that'll hold.
Yeah, but you gotta know how to balance with a keg. See what I mean?
I thought so with the father figure thing, but things happened to change perspective drastically. Even older cousins and other family friends went nuts, so to speak. Sorry to hear that, brother.
Oh, but, blacks.
Wait to see who it is.
I love his voice.
Yeah, because it seems like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it seems like as this recording went along, he started to get more and more into the Gene Shepard side of things.
Hmm. That's me now.
Yeah, there's the long suffering.
Hmm. Never forget. Mm. And he even brought him back. Before he even said the word.
Yeah.
This is really, truly, when we're talking about those films, this is one of them that we talked
Hmm.
about. We need more family films. This is a.
Yeah. Talked about it Sunday how we do need more family oriented films, films that actually give you genuine laughs like the Santa Claus does, like this movie is. And even though I've watched it 2 times before tonight, it's still giving me laughs. So that says something about the movie, that the writing was good
Yeah, I need
and the
to get some
execution
of
of the
these.
jokes were good.
Hmm. This, yeah. God, this is a great scene. This hits hard. This hits hard too. In the right
You're not lying.
way. Oh, look at that card. LTD.
Yep.
No, this is. I gotta get this on DVD.
It's
or
okay.
Blu-ray.
It's okay.
What? What's okay?
I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
Yep. Romance. Oop, the fuse is out.
Mhm. Be careful. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's dark. You know how it is when the fuse goes out
Mhm.
and it's dark. It's like, okay.
Mhm. That's why you gotta make sure you have a good flashlight.
Yep.
Blats. Mhm. Mhm. Mm.
Oh, the pens are still nice.
Mhm. And they're a great bar mitzvah gift. Mm. Oh, come on, kid. Mhm. Oh no.
The throwback here.
Mhm. Probably got himself a hot wife.
She's a good actress, though.
Yeah, she is. She married her high school sweetheart and still married to him.
That's a testament.
That is, I mean, and yeah, Hayes is her married name, and her husband Jack is a construction supervisor. You can't get more American than that.
No, he's the actress, but he's the blue collar guy.
Yeah.
You want to know what's nice too is that you could still see the young Peter Billingsley when he gives certain looks.
Yep. She played Pam Dauber in the unauthorized story of Mork and Mindy back in 2005. Yeah.
I'd never seen that.
I never seen it either. I never even knew about it until looking through her resume. But of course, she was done dirty with that Kevin Can Wait.
Yeah.
Got rid of her after the first season. Yeah.
Yeah, just so they can bring in Leah Remini. Was that the show, or am I thinking something else?
Yeah. They brought Leah Remini back, so. Mhm. Mhm.
It's going national.
Yep. Kind of mirroring Gene Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
Ellen Ray Bradbury. Mirror Kid. Oh yeah. Hey, we're going to have hot dishes on Christmas.
Yeah, I wouldn't turn down a casserole.
Mm. As long as there's not weird stuff in it.
Yep.
Larry Novak. The beer on the table.
Oh, he's gonna be on the job the next morning.
Oh, yeah, you know it. Oh.
And notice what they have as a nod to the first movie around the turkey, the cabbage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Huh? This is his chance to really sound like
Gene Shepard.
mm-hmm. Now he takes over as the patriarch.
Wait, I thought I was down with the patriarchy. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And I like what they do here.
Yeah. Yep. That's Gene Shepard style writing.
Hmm.
Mm, damn. Yeah.
Worth
This
watching, isn't
movie.
it?
Yeah. This movie is a perfect bookend, and again, it pains and pisses me off that this didn't get more out there for people to see.
You know what
Or
Warner Brothers should do? They should release it in the theaters and see what it does.
they should absolutely. Look, the old man and Ralphie.
Yep. And there's nothing wrong with that, Pata. Nothing wrong with that at all, my friend.
Yeah, this, this is just. We didn't ask for it, but we needed it. This
Yep.
film. I mean, this is how you do it. This is where you pick up a story 33 years later.
Mm-hmm. And you're welcome, Lady Mist. Appreciate
Yeah.
everybody being with us tonight. Everybody who was able to come by and join the Kosmi side and watch along with us. And
Mm-hmm. Ho ho ho! You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
and also pinned at the top underneath the Kosmi link is the link to the review that Baron and I did on this movie 3 years ago. And
I forgot about that. Jiminy Cricket. And of course, where's Cash? Cash has no soul, so of course he doesn't want to see this.
I think he would have enjoyed this.
I know he would have enjoyed it. Just
This is how you properly do a sequel to a beloved movie.
Hmm. I don't even consider it a sequel. I just consider it a continuation.
Yeah.
Just a 33-year break, But you needed that because now you can see, have Peter Billingsley playing Ralphie again as an adult. You couldn't have
Mm-hmm.
done that back then, obviously. And it's just, it's just awesome how they did that. Yeah, you can see
Mm-hmm.
some of the similar. Peter Billingsley is so detailed. This is how it's supposed to look. But yeah, we're going to have to update things in the house a little bit and give that little makeover thing. Look at all those Slavic, Eastern European names, and you got to
Mm-hmm.
give those people a ton of credit.
Yep.
You have to.
They all helped in bringing not only this film to life, but recreating how the exterior of the neighborhood looked, the interior of the house, and
Mhm. And Zack Ward as Farkas. I mean, my
Mhm.
God, what a that's how that scene was played out. Perfect. Basically, he's letting Ralphie know that what he did changed his life,
Mhm.
and he's one of
Set
the
them
good
on a
guys
better
now.
course.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's there's the drawer. The chat. All it's missing is the chattering teeth. Oh, watches and all that for the one guy. All the joke stuff.
Mhm. But see, that's how you do it. If you're gonna, make a wink and a nod to the previous movie, you do it in a way that works for this film, where it doesn't feel like a cheap ripoff.
Right. You got to do it on the sly, and which I would think Shepard would, if he was alive, he would just give. The only thing he'd be mad about is why did he use my voice? I'm still available, but I think other than that, I think he would give it a high thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
Them doing almost an impossible task on doing this film like Gene Shepard. Doesn't he look like Angus Young there as he's older?
He does. And if anyone doesn't know who Angus Young is, he's a guitarist for AC/DC.
Usually wearing the schoolboy outfit, yeah.
Yep.
Germany, Bulgaria. I mean, isn't that a shame that well,
We had to go outside of the country to recreate a Christmas classic.
yeah. And while they're doing it, I'm sorry, I'm putting this on the Christmas classic list. Really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was all about memories, which of course A Christmas Story was. It was Gene Shepard in his own way, about his Christmas. And I'm sure there's a bit of Ralph Bellamy life that he put in this. Again, which Shepard would approve.
Yeah.
So it's not a clone of Shepard.
He still has the same smile too, Peter Billingsley.
He does. And of course, a couple of Shepard's kids were involved with this, so it's got that seal of approval. Shepard was quite a character, yeah. 1922. Hard to believe it's been that long. It really is. It's still fresh in my memory. It's like, what do you mean 3 years ago? It was just the other year. Nope, 3 years ago. That should make me feel old there, Mike.
I'm not trying to make you feel older.
I know.
When I was thinking about, the Christmas movies, because we, of course, we had our movies for October, we had our movies for November, and then of course movies for this month. When I was thinking about December, I knew the Santa Claus was going to be on the list.
Yeah.
It was for tonight and for next Wednesday. I was contemplating for a while, going, do we want to show White Christmas, or do we, want to show Jingle All the Way? Yeah, that's right. What Christmas movie should we show? Then I was thinking, no, we got to show A Christmas Story Christmas. Everybody and their uncle has seen A Christmas Story. I don't want to have that as a watch party.
As much as I love that film, as much as I got a copy, as much as my father gave that to me for one Christmas, so I have in my collection. So, but now I gotta get it. I don't know why I haven't, but it's time to start hunting. I'm sure it's on Amazon. Maybe if they have
let me look on Amazon and see what they're asking for Christmas Story Christmas for a physical copy. You said Blu-ray, right?
Yeah, Blu-ray. I mean, if they have a double pack, that'd be great to have, because again, like I was saying about Mad Max in a different sort of way, they're bookends with Mad Max and Road Warrior, and you didn't need more than that.
Yeah,
it's about man losing his humanity and getting it back. This is now Ralphie coming to terms that now he is the old man, that he's finding success not in the area that he was thinking of or hoping for, but now he's gone the way, of course, a little nod to Gene Shepard, writing syndicated stuff or writing in magazines, or which mostly that's what In God We Trust, All of It Pay Cash, or Wanda Hickey's Night of Golden Memories and Other Disasters. There's just a lot of those were compilations of stuff that he wrote. We had have a guy here. I don't know if he still writes for the Pioneer Press or what, but Joe Souchere, he used to write like Gene Shepard, his own style. But you don't have those anymore in the papers where people were writing stuff like this. I mean, he barely got a paper. But when they started phasing them out because they're not, this stuff isn't important. Yes, it is. This is the heart that people go for. These are the things that people remember. This is the thing that gives a commonality to the people. Oh, wow. Look at the fancy words I'm using. Thank you, Gene. And this is why I admire all these people. If you haven't, find a copy of both those books. I, Libertine, that's a hoax book. It was actually written by Theodore Sturgeon. But it was a hoax book saying that, this was Gene Shepard. It's a practical joke. I mean, look at the practical jokes that they kind of throw in there, an elaborate one too, where you have a book saying it. But yeah, those are the two most famous. So is Wanda Hickey and In God We Trust.
The only format I'm seeing A Christmas Story Christmas in, Baron, is DVD.
No problem. I don't care.
And Amazon is asking $9 for
the
DVD.
Sold. Now I gotta go hat in hand to the lungs. Please, may I have another?
Here,
it's got a book. The book came as a gift.
I'll get you the link. I'll get you the link, Baron.
Yeah, the link. The missing link. The missing cash.
There you go. There's a link for you, Baron.
For little me. Oh, it's in the private chat. Ooh, we got. Holy cow.
And I'm also putting it in the public chat too, in case anybody.
Yeah.
Is interested in buying a DVD copy of the movie.
Yeah. I mean, again, we got to have that hard copy. Avoid both My Summer Story and A Christmas Story 2. They don't exist.
They don't exist. They don't exist.
Ooh, they got a Christmas Story Bumpus T-shirt. Oh, this looks interesting. 8-Bit Christmas with Neil Patrick Harris.
No, if you want a copy, they have a paperback copy. I'm seeing here. They do have In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash.
Yeah.
Paperback, $9.63.
Get it, folks. It's really great. It's really great. It's just those. I see. I do stuff other than the science fiction and fantasy.
Well, there's more to each of us than, something we tend to gravitate toward more strongly than others.
What would be interesting, though, is if they had that on audiobook and it's him saying, doing the narration.
Well, they do have an audio option. I just need to click on it and see who it says that it, whether it's narrated by. Yes, I do that a lot when I'm looking things up.
Sean Patrick Hopkins does the narration on that.
Yeah, I see that.
But I do like how they have this. Before Garrison Keillor, who's an absolute fucking tool, and Spalding Gray, there was Gene Shepard. It's so deadpan. I mean, if you can get anything like this where he's actually doing the reading himself, that is worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have Wanda Hickey's Night of Golden Memories? Let's see. What a name, Wanda Hickey.
But as long as Tommy is still okay with it, I'm gonna show everybody what he sent me.
Oh, that book, by the way, paperback, 16.
That's still not bad.
No, I think it's the bigger paperback type one. That's probably why it costs a little bit more.
Yeah, like the coffee table.
Yeah. I know I got both of them. I just need to know where they are.
But I'm gonna show everybody this.
Share.
And
share.
I hope he didn't shoot his eye out.
He's good at that.
Here we go. So this is from Tommy of Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. If you're not subscribed to him, go up to his name, click on the 3 dots, and subscribe to him.
Always be aware, though it may not be intentional, it is possible that the Guinea Pig Collective could shoot your eye out.
Mm-hmm.
Always be aware.
And that was Tommy.
They did eventually release it like Gene Shepard had because of the popularity of that movie. Like I said, that version was never made. It was like Gene Shepard was remembering 2 different Red Riders, one with the compass in it and another one. And people at Red Rider kept on going, no, we never made that. But no, Gene Shepard, no, you did. So they did the special one up for the movie, and then Red Rider started selling those because of the popularity. And it's just amazing. Who would have thought that little film, Christmas Story, would be so impactful to us Gen Xers, even though it wasn't really aimed at us Gen Xers. It was aimed at, our parents more, maybe even grandparents. But we glommed onto it,
Yeah, we did. And the first time I watched A Christmas Story, it was over at a neighbor's house. Mm-hmm. They had rented it from the video store, and I'm watching. I'm going, I love this movie.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, my girlfriend at the time, back then, actually my first girlfriend, her father loved this movie, and we, so that was kind of my introduction to it. I mean, I knew of it. I probably saw it before that, but it was like, what a great piece of cinema, and that's what it is. This is great cinema,
and
it should have been in the theaters. And this
it needs to be released in the theaters, but You know,
Yep.
from what it sounds like Warner Brothers board is going to go with the Netflix deal. I mean, no matter who gets Warner Brothers, it's a bad deal for us all.
Right. Get a physical copy, folks. Put on that big screen TV of yours. I haven't seen it on my. You know, that's even worth it. You know, you're sitting down on the big TV and watching it. You know, get as close to that movie experience.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, the fact that it's not even in Blu-ray, that's disgusting. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
come on.
Hey,
It's
you
like,
know what?
why you dumping on this film? You know. Oops,
And Tommy's saying now every year they have those Christmas Red Riders stocked in stores that carry them. And he also says they don't use Christmas Story on the packaging anymore, though they were getting sued for money from the studio. That's a shame that Warner Brothers didn't go in on it with them, say, now you can own the same Red Ryder BB gun that Ralphie had in A Christmas Story. Great marketing it would have been.
Yeah, well, that's just it. That's where you're letting the stupid lawyers doing the marketing for you instead of actual marketing people. It's like, hey, it's free advertising. You know, they see that on there, they grab it, and what are they going to do? They're going to watch A Christmas Story, or they'll buy it. Also, they'll go with it. It's like, you know, I don't have that in my collection. Maybe I'll get my collection, or get it, virtually online. On demand online, and buy it that way. It only helps. It only helps. And the fact that Red Ryder went out of their way to do that for them, way to thank them, assholes. You know, Shakespeare had a great quote. And this is a quote from Shakespeare, Yahoo. This is a quote from YouTube, from Shakespeare YouTube. First, we kill all the lawyers.
And,
I think it's all about before lawyers.
Tommy's right. You know, Warner Brothers and their copyrights, if you show even the allotted 8 seconds of a Warner's trailer, they'll give you a copyright claim. I've had it happen. I know other people have had it happen.
Right. Yeah. You know, we're sitting back saying about, how things remind you. And my great uncle, my grandmother's brother, Vern. And, he had his issues. But, I always remembered him sitting in the apartment building. Now, he was a truck driver. So, this, again, we're talking about back in the 70s and stuff like this. But he was an alcoholic. He was an alcoholic. But he dried himself out and cleaned himself. Himself. He did it. His own willpower. And, of course, that's when I really got close to him. My parents didn't really want me to, but he never had children. So, he's looking at us as, especially me, like his kid. And I hung out with him a lot. But I always remember during his drinking days when he's going up there and his ex-wife, bitch, hot redhead, but still bitch. They would be sitting at the table and they would be having their mixed drink, bourbon and Coke or whatever, which I'm enjoying right now. So watching this, talking about those father figures in life. And yeah, he was a father figure in my life. I felt cheated that he went so early. He was only 60 years old. But drinking bourbon and Coke, going through it, it just reminds me of him, this movie, and doing that. And he was always jovial. He was, he was a silver fox. I mean, he was a handsome man, and he got the younger ladies interested in him. It's like, man, you got it. And yeah, and he was just a wonderful man. And watching this movie, doing this, and of course, my old man, passing away just a few days ago.
Yeah.
So it goes to Christmas and what he did with Santa Claus, and even though it doesn't sound it, it does hit, but the last thing I know he didn't want is bemoaning, crying, having it ruin the season. As I told Mom, because her mother passed away on Christmas Eve back in 2000, and And I just kind of sat back and said, I know Dad would have wanted to go out on Christmas Eve, Santa's last trip. And, which, of course, she had to agree. It's like that would have been fantastic if he was able to hold out till Christmas Eve. And just like Vincent Price, he died so close to Halloween. And in my heart, I keep on thinking Vincent was wanting to hold out till Halloween and pass on Halloween because of, what he was remembered for. And when you got that, and it only, they say, well, that must destroy your holiday if that happens. It's like, no. I mean, if you have a father who played Santa Claus for like 10 years, was Macy's Santa Claus, traveled around the U.S. doing it, doing private functions. He was doing Santa Claus for the pastor's family here in town. They had a daughter who has Down syndrome, so when she was younger and all that, it's like what a treat, what a joy having Santa visit every year. And it's like, yeah, again, that would have been if he would have passed away on Christmas Eve. It's like Santa's just taking his last trip home now.
That would have been the icing on the cake for your dad.
It would, and it would only solidify and make that holiday special without tears of sadness. It's just, it would leave you with that warm feel. It's like, how can you think and say that? It's like, first of all, you got to know the people, and you got to know me, really know me to understand that. And it's none of it's in disrespect. None of it's in that aspect. So, yeah, I regret that didn't happen. I really regret it didn't happen, but it was close enough. It's close enough. So again, it's like, well, Santa got things ready. He just got a head start. Yeah, that's my attitude.
I mean, it also shows how we're different people. Because when my dad passed away 21 years ago,
right,
it broke me. And part of the reason why it broke me is because he and I were getting closer. Not saying that we weren't close as I was growing up, but growing up, we had some tension.
As all kids and parents do.
Yeah, and part of that was because we were so much alike when it came to getting things done.
Right.
But as I got older, we started having more of that bond. And one of the things that we were planning before he passed, because we both wanted to do it, it used to have been a struggle before we decided that we're going to plan this trip.
Right.
We wanted to go back up to the Sierra Nevadas, back to where we had gone before, and where he had gone many times before as a boy.
Exactly.
And go on a father-son fishing trip. And I'll admit, it broke me when he passed. Because we were both looking forward to it. We were both starting to plan things out. Saying, oh yeah, I want to stop here. I want to stop there. While we're out there, go down and see so-and-so.
Exactly. Who's going to bring the dynamite? I mean, you can't have a good fishing trip without dynamite.
No, I'll tell you a funny story. There's one time we go up to the Sierras, and he's not catching anything, and we're just doing trolling, just slowly going along. We've got our lines in the water. We're waiting to get a bite. I get a bite, and he's like, "How come you're getting a bite? I put my rod in the water first, and you're getting a bite." I said, "Oh, luck of the draw, I guess." So, eventually he did start catching some fish, and then of course we filleted the fish and we fry it up when we get back to where we were staying, because with one of the cabins where it did have a stove and an oven, so
yep,
we had a good meal.
Yeah, some fresh fish. There you go. Yeah, I mean, It's one of those, as you were sitting back saying, you're going from the phase of being a kid to being the adult, and the relationship between parents and their kids change because really that's the you're free now. You're on your own. That doesn't mean we're abandoning you, but our relationship changes here. And even though I'm still your parent, now's your choice if you want to be my friend as well, because friends advise, friends back each other up, but the dynamic changes between two people at that time is then you start really starting to get to know each other more on that different level. It's because the father or the mother is not focusing so much on parenting, and the kids aren't focused on pissing them off. you know and yeah, I mean, always hope that the kids want to take that next step into a relationship. And dad and I, we had that. Like I said, back in my drinking day, we go down to the watering hole, down about 3-4 pitchers of beer. And of course, then the worst thing happens. You take one piss, and then you're in like 3 pitchers in, and you have to take a piss, and then before you know it, you're running to the bathroom every other sip out of the glass, because once it starts flowing, it never stops.
Nope.
It's like, I'm sitting back going, adult diapers would be pretty good about now.
I mean, we laugh, but you're thinking, if I'm gonna keep getting up like this, I need something that will absorb it all.
You got it. I mean, it's like, I never missed though. I always managed to get in there in time, but it's like, hurry up. Okay. Damn it, I'm gonna go to the women's bathroom. The scream. And it's like, what's the matter? You ain't seen something like this one before? No, never did that though. But yeah, it's just that dynamics, and we start learning other things and start learning, they start opening up with stories that they would never have told you when you were a kid. And
well, there were still some things that my dad wouldn't talk about that he did on the highway patrol.
Right. But I'm talking about, like, when I know never told you about their hygiene.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And whatever stories that would be apropos to say about on the patrol, like maybe some of the sillier stops or whatever, and whatnot. Obviously not the real serious stuff. You don't want to sully that one. Yeah, because you're not your parents' psychologist and vice versa. But yeah, that dynamic changes, and sometimes a bond does form, sometimes it doesn't, and you always hope that the bond does. So, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, because 21 years ago, how young you were, and you're getting to that, your life, your journey, and even though you might be making decisions that didn't necessarily approve or like, it keeps himself, but still roots you on. It's like, okay, well, I don't know why they're going that way, but never wishing that you failed. You're a shitty parent if you do that. Even if it's something that you have no interest in, you just can't figure out why you're going that way, and you worry. It's like, oh my God, what's going to happen to you? You're going to be eaten up. I hope not, and so on and so forth. And that's what this movie reminds you of, especially when the family gets together. I mean, my family is so small now, at least here in town. I mean, I could always go out to North Dakota and be inundated by my mom's family, because it seems like they virtually own that area of North Dakota, and family left and right there, but even that's shrinking.
Yeah.
And it brings back the memories of the days when I was younger, and my grandmother, Lyle, my stepfather, my grandfather, my great grandparents, my dad's brother, my uncle. Sometimes his kids, not very often. Mom, dad, me, and just Vern. That was my uncle, my great uncle. That was.
Yeah.
I have no problem saying his name. He was a great man. Um, showing up, laughing, telling stories. Of course, the blue smoke in the air from the cigarettes and whatnot. I mean, there's still times when I smell a cigarette. It's like, yeah, I love that smell because it
Mhm.
brings back memories. Now, what do you expect from Gen X kids? I mean, you have a full ashtray next to your birthday cake, so you're
Yeah,
careful
well,
when you
that
blow the
was
candles
true.
out.
I mean, look at it this way, Baron and Tommy. I appreciate you coming by tonight and joining us for the watch party.
Yeah,
Love you, man.
and
But
your gorilla guinea pigs, wearing their little Che Guevara hats, berets or whatever, and getting ready to overthrow. Yep.
but that's true. When we were growing up, no smoking around the kids. No, they smoked around the kids. They drink around the kids. That's the way it was.
Oh hell, they
We got
send you
used
out.
to it.
Yeah, they send you out to get smokes and drinks. Yeah, go down to the store. Here's the note, and here's the money, and I know how much money there is, and I know how much this stuff costs. Get some cigarettes and some beer, and they go in there, and you're 10 years old. I need that. Here's no, they give it to you, no problem. We need to get back to days like that, honestly. And yeah, it just brings back memories, no matter what. Films like this does that. It helps
Mhm.
make you remember, and it helps make you remember the good things, even if there's sadness sometimes surrounding it. And the
Well,
big thing is,
good things. It reminds me of a trip in San Francisco. It was my mom, sister, and my dad. Well, my sister was tired, so she stayed back at the hotel.
Mhm.
Mom, dad, and I we go out, and well, I forget exactly where we were in San Francisco, but we had to take an elevator to get to the second floor of this restaurant.
Yeah.
So, the elevator door opened, and my dad and I had the same train of thought. Walk into the elevator. Well, we're walking at the same time where my mom started laughing. She said, "You guys look like something out of a Laurel Hardy story or a Three Stooges."
And
And my
nowadays,
dad and I just looked at each other and started laughing. He said, "You're a knucklehead." I said, "Hey, you were walking too. Don't you call me a knucklehead?"
yeah.
I mean,
Nowadays, people will go, Laurel and Hardy. What's that? It's
yeah.
like, yeah, we grew up with those guys.
And I don't care who hears this on Rumble or YouTube. You know what my dad's nickname for me besides Tiger was? There are a lot of
Knucklehead.
times he called me Mickle Moose.
Better than Moose Knuckle.
Yeah.
Well, Lyle would call me Ludwig because I played the piano when I was younger. So Ludwig van Beethoven. So I was Ludwig. Yeah. If you're gonna get saddled with a name, that's not a bad
Yep.
one.
And thinking about my mom, she always liked to give me and my dad a hard time. And my dad would say, "You're an instigator."
Yeah, you are. I believe that.
And my mom would go like, "Me? No, look at me. I'm an angel." My dad would go, "Huh."
Yeah. B as in B, S as in S.
But, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, unfortunately, as we get older, the people that we love pass on. And for
Mhm.
anyone who has lost a family member, a friend, a loved one, someone who was close, my sympathies and my condolences go out to you,
Right.
because I know what you're going through.
Hmm.
That's why even before this show, I asked you how your mom was doing. I asked you how you were doing, and
Oh yeah, my mom is doing. You know, obviously, I know. Obviously, Mrs. and all that, but talking with her in the car, coming back from the funeral home, and and you sit back saying that, yeah, I mean, it was hard watching, as he was going. The last time he drove a vehicle, yeah, he could drive there, but he wasn't able to drive back, and that was it. And she couldn't bring herself to selling his truck because he was always talking about going back and driving it. So now she's going to sell that now, obviously, because it's too damn big for her. It's an expedition. Okay, it's one of those extended expeditions, um, and such. But as you sit back saying, it's like more than anything, it's a relief, and I can see there's more of a spring in her step, and uh, that weight is taken off.
yeah,
She's not as flustered. She's not as bedraggled because basically doing home hospice or taking care of him like she was for the last couple of years, and more so as it went along. Obviously, um, it was really on her shoulders, but she's gleefully telling me all the stuff that they had for the home hospice was getting out of the house. The hospital bed and a few other things went out right away. And I think
good.
today the writing thing for the stairs are going, which is good because it was hard going up and down the steps with that, especially the last thing going to the lower level because it was so narrow. And I think the only thing she's going to be saddled with is the wheelchair, and she's been saying that, yeah, she's not going to be charged extra for some of the stuff because he passed away, so she's happy about that. So, I
Well,
mean,
that
just getting
is
that stuff
a
out of the house.
good weight off her shoulders too.
Oh yeah, exactly, exactly. And the service that was helping, take care of them, the nurse, the assistant, and even the chaplain when she came by.
Mhm.
They did such wonderful jobs. I know the chaplain was there the day he did pass, but no, she wasn't there when he did pass. About 9:45 is what Mom said, and I found out about 10. Uh, so I was guessing it was like 10 to 9:50 that he went. So I was pretty close. But the first people she's supposed to call was them, and she did, and they were right there, boom, to take care of everything. I mean,
Mhm.
faster than the speed of thought. Uh, and their mouse, what the hell? If you hear anything on the microphone, it's called a mouse tail.
Got it.
Uh,
Kitty cat.
yep, yep, annoying kitty cat. And now you come and bother me through this entire thing. Now,
He's like, I'm
come
going to use
back.
my tail as a windscreen on your microphone.
Right. I just grabbed him and now I'm holding him. He should be happy now, even though he never is. Cranky little fuck. Um, but but the thing is the relief compensates for the grief, and just knowing that he's not suffering. I mean, he looked really bad at the end there, and I was able to be there on basically his last coherent day. No, I visited on his last coherent day, and ever since that day, it was like he was kind of out and going and going and going, and yeah, and of course, then I saw him the day he did pass earlier, but I went home and that's I got the phone call. So, but the thing is she's doing better now, and it's just like she's got to take care of some stuff. And I informed her, now we take care of you. You got a knee that you need. Well, I'm going to get shots for it. Yeah, I know you're going to get shots for it, but they need to do something with your knee, Mom, and we're here for that, and we can worry about that next year. So I'm trying to get her focused on her a little bit now because she
Yeah.
sacrificed so much. So she's going to have her annoying son.
Mm.
And that's just it. You go and now it's time to take care of the survivors, those that were left behind.
Yep. And that's what my
it,
sister and I tried to do when my dad passed away. Is we
mhm,
tried to look out for her, and,
mhm.
offered to help with whatever she
Right.
needed help with. And there were times where my mom got a little short with the both of us. So we just looked at her and said, "Mom, we're here to help."
Yeah. Yeah. Cool your jets. I don't think we'll have that problem with my mom though. It's just the only thing is
What?
she's one of those that's got to do everything. It's like you come over, you try it out. No, no, no. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. And it's like
I
when you
I
have dinners and stuff like that.
I,
Somebody
I
tries to
know
offer.
what was weighing on my mom's mind, and she
Mhm,
actually had told me, was the fact that you know my mom and dad were going to celebrate their 30th anniversary
mhm,
together when my dad got back from California after helping my grandmother take care of her books for the new
mhm.
tax season.
Right.
Because my dad always tried to help to do that. If it wasn't him, it was his uncle who would drive down from
Mhm,
Sacramento down to Oceanside and help her out with that. Well, my dad, he even said this before he left. He said he just needed to get out there. He didn't know why. He just needed to get out there. And,
right.
well,
Yeah.
of course, when he was getting ready to leave, my mom and dad, their 30th anniversary, wedding anniversary was on December 15th.
Okay.
So my dad, was planning it. So they decided, okay, we're gonna put off celebrating our anniversary so you can go out there, help your mom, help grandma,
Right.
and then when you get back, we're celebrating our anniversary.
Exactly.
And that was something that was just weighing heavily on my mom because they never got to celebrate their 30th wedding anniversary,
Hmm.
and she loved him so much.
Right. Just like my mom, she loved my dad so much. That's why she went through all that. And
Hmm.
besides the fact she's also one of those Missouri Synod Lutheran, German, Polish, Russians from North Dakota farmland. It's like, yeah, yeah. Good luck. Tempest in a teapot.
Yeah. And one of the things my mom told me was that she was grateful to have me around because there were things around the house I could fix. And I even said to her, I said, well, unlike that, I can't fix everything.
Yeah. As you electrocute yourself, taking care of the fuse box. That's
No,
like, this is gonna be for you, Mom. I'm done with this one.
I did do some electrical work. But I'd watched my dad many times. I even asked him, well, why are you doing it like that? Why are you doing it like that?
Hmm.
The things that you do as a kid.
Right.
But,
Exactly.
sticking it in the brain so you have to actually do it. It's like, no, you don't do it that way. You do it this way.
Yeah. What the hell are you doing, meathead? This is how you do it.
I mean,
Okay, whatever you say.
I could do some of the basic stuff on the car too. And some of that stuff came up too after he passed. So it's like, okay, mom, you're good to go now.
Mhm. Yeah, I got that radiator for you. See what I did there? See what I did there?
Yep.
I made a good deal.
I mean, I'm not gonna say there aren't days where it doesn't hit me
Hmm.
when I think about them. It does,
Right.
but then there are days where I think I'm so grateful I had the two of them in
Right.
my life.
Hmm.
And I'll admit there was a time, especially when some friends, their parents were getting divorced. I didn't want my parents to get divorced. It's like I don't want them
Hmm.
to be next.
Right. Yeah, legitimate worry.
But films like this remind you of the love that you have with your immediate family, and of course, your extended family too, and that's what you all, can reflect on too. Your immediate family and extended family, and
Mm-hmm.
you know the memories that you shared. It's like I've said before, you all, because you take the time to stop by this channel anytime it's streaming, I consider you guys family.
Yep. You guys are just as important as anything out there. You don't have to be here.
No,
You
no, nobody is.
For some reason you choose to be here. I do have a good therapist you can talk to. He's a great guy.
I've said that. I've said this many times. No one is under any kind of obligation to be here. But the fact that you are here, I do appreciate it. Yeah, there are times during streams where I've been very vocal, and I said things that probably make people go, "What's wrong with this guy?" But that's also me. I'm not going to sugarcoat things when things should be sugarcoated. I'm going to speak my mind. And you know what? That's how my dad was too. Yeah, he could be tactful, but when things needed to be said, he made sure to drive the point home. In other words, to take the foot to the ass if you needed it.
Yeah. Do a little Red Foreman action.
Mm-hmm. No, he didn't actually put the foot to the ass, but his words certainly did. It's like, okay, Dad, I get the point. I get the point.
Mine did. That's why I'm glad I have a bit of a fat ass. A little bit more cushion when the boot made contact. No, I'm just kidding, folks. I'm just kidding. He would just look at me going, come on. And that's just it. You just have to remember all those things. And of course, with that, we build a new family here, and seeing all the usual suspects showing up makes our hearts a little bit happier. And especially if you start engaging in the chat, we love that too. So, I mean, and of course, especially when you're doing chatting with each other, so that means you got connection with the other people. And I'm not leaving you lurkers out. You lurkers, you're here. We can feel you. Don't worry about it, and we understand. You don't want to chat or whatever.
We understand.
You're on the flip side, yeah.
They're Romulans. They're Romulans using their cloaking devices. I'm kidding, folks. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially when Cash is on. I mean, I can understand.
Cash is always using a cloaking device.
Yeah.
He's got to hide that chin.
Yeah. Oh, that's the hardest thing to do. Getting a good chin buffing. That's what he's doing, so it doesn't shine so much. I heard one time he put in one of those.
I was gonna say, you kidding? When he gets a good shine, a light shines on it and it blinds everybody.
You know what? I heard that he sometimes uses the thing that they use for bowling balls to do it. Goes down the bowling alley in Fullerton and just puts his chin in there a little bit, and then has to run when he gets caught.
Yeah, and then he starts going, "Oh, I need to see how my chin looks." So he, walks by a store, looks at his reflection. Yeah, it's nice and shiny.
Well,
if he is watching, because he's probably lurking, he is.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
He's going, "You goobers.
Coward. Well, so the thing is he gets it all shiny. He's running, and the glare is going off. The cops know where he's going. It's like, it's like the guy in the car chase that uses the turn indicators. Yeah, the car chase is like that. I mean,
I've seen those videos. It's like, okay, you're trying to get away from them, but you're letting them know exactly where you're going.
Right.
That's so smart.
I like the ones that follow the traffic laws. It's like stop sign stops, then goes. It's like, what's going? Like it's almost come to a point. We just should let this person go. It's just. We're just pulling them over for bad plates. It's like just let them go.
Yeah.
Nothing comes up, anything nefarious. No warrants, no nothing.
It is getting close to wrapping up the show, my brother.
Yeah. Yep. I was going to say, are we done yet? No. Wow, that came out a little harsh.
Oh, okay, fine. If you feel that strongly about it.
I do. I feel as strongly as the strong odor coming from my armpits. So,
yeah, I think you need to take a bath.
I just did take a bath.
Yeah. Well, if there's still a strong odor coming from your armpits, I think you need to wash better.
Hey, well, when I take a bath, the water starts bubbling. It's like a jacuzzi, but it's coming off of me. So,
but you got anything you want to tell folks about before we get out of here?
Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed the movie. I know that Lady Miss did. I hope you share the same opinion we do, that this should be come a thing for Christmas watching just as much as the Christmas Story. Back-to-back bookends. It needs to be done. I know TNT plays it to death, the first one, over and over. And if they were smart, they would show a Christmas Story, Christmas, then Christmas Story, rotate, show both of them through it and get it a little bit more fresh over there. Other than that, I don't have much to say. Like I said, I'm looking forward to next year. I'm trying to be actually more active. In many ways, weight has been taken off of me a little bit, so I'm feeling a little more eager and creative now. So, but yeah, just catch me here, catch me there. Things are slowing down a little bit, obviously, for the holiday season, and yeah, and I hope everyone's having a good Advent. I hope our Hebrew friends are having a good Hanukkah.
Yeah, yes, this is the third night of Hanukkah.
Yeah, so it's the third pair of socks the kids get, because we all know from Hanukkah, Harry, all they get is socks. John Love is doing that. That was just absolutely fantastic.
and I do want to wish all our friends who are celebrating Hanukkah happy Hanukkah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And I also want to, eight crazy, wonderful nights.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want to.
I never saw that.
It's not a bad movie. It really isn't.
Yeah. I've been meaning
next
to,
year.
But for some reason I never have. Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah, we'll do a special Hanukkah edition of Pop Talk. Oy vey.
Oi, give me a pastrami on rye with mustard and a pickle.
Trim the fat. Yeah, you gotta have the pickle. Trim the fat. Don't want too much fat on there. Yeah. And no cheese. That's not kosher.
No cheese and no mayonnaise. I still remember my mom telling me the first time she took my dad back to New York to meet my grandparents when my mom and dad were getting married. My dad ordered a pastrami on rye with mayonnaise and mustard, and my mom looked at him like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. It's like the needle going across the record, and everybody's turning. All these Jewish people in there just turning. The Catskill comics.
She said that the guy behind the counters actually did say, "You're not from around here, are you?" And my mom's all, "No, he's from California. He's my future husband."
That explains a lot. You couldn't find a good kosher boy here. You had to go out over there and you had to get this man. You needed to have a good kosher boy. My boy. He's handsome. He has good job. You can, I can match you together. You can send this one back to California.
Matchmaker, make me a match.
Oh God, one of the most frightening things in the world is a Jewish woman trying to be a matchmaker. Nobody is safe.
Oh no, she's got you in her crosshairs. You're in for it now.
Yeah, you said, Michael, you realize I'm a Gentile. Don't worry, you won't be a Gentile long. We'll just go through the process and of course make sure we get the snip done. No.
What?
No snipping. Bad
But
touch.
I do want to thank Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective for being here. Also, I want to thank Lady Mist for being here.
The lovely
I don't want to be. I understand why you didn't want to join, especially trying to work two phones, one for the watch party, one for the panel. I get it, brother. Of course,
and
long suffering.
Yep. Who's in the other room watching something? Of course, let's not forget Pat Wannabe's other phone, one he makes his big deals with. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, it's the Pat Wannabe. What you got? Yeah. Well, you know what? Show me the money. Show me the money. Of course, Tim was here.
Give me some green, I'll give you some green. That's
And also Pops was here. Thank you for being here, Pops. And I got something to show you guys on Saturday. But I'm waiting until Saturday to show it.
Saturday. For the pre-recorded episode?
Yeah, well, here's the thing about that.
Oh, no.
The part where we're talking about Balance's hair, yeah, that is pre-recorded. But the part before it, I'll be here. I'll be live.
Yay.
Oh, good. Silence, or maybe that's a bad thing. Baron's like, you'll still be here? Yeah, well, someone still has to show the episode for...
Do they have it? Do they have it? Is it on here? Do they even have it on? They don't. Where are the freaking crickets? They don't have crickets.
I'll find one that I can use.
Yeah, but it sucks when they don't have. You figure that'd be one of the most important things to have on there.
And you're welcome, Lady Mist. Really appreciate it. But tomorrow I will be back at 5 p.m. Eastern to play some more Half-Life. It'll be part 3 of my first time playthrough, so we're gonna go for maybe 3 hours tomorrow. So we'll see how far I get. Then of course Saturdays the adventure continues, a Star Trek discussion at 8 p.m. Eastern. Again, when it starts off, that'll be me live. It won't be me Memorex. But after I introduce it, then we'll get to the Memorex part of the episode.
I'm side B of the cassette.
Yes, I'm side A, you're side B. Just don't play us backwards. Just don't.
It's interesting when you get that bleed through because you played it the tape so much so you hear both sides.
Yeah.
Hello. From the other side.
5 p.m. Eastern time for tomorrow's Half-Life stream, and then 8 p.m. Eastern time for Saturday's The Adventure Continues stream.
And it's an adventure, folks.
And I already have a stream planned for Christmas, and I'm not going to tell you guys what it is yet.
He hasn't even told me.
No, I haven't told you. I'll tell you backstage.
Yeah, so don't try to torture me to get the information. I know nothing.
But also, I do want to let Stealth as Optional members know that for Sunday, there will be an invite link for that edition of Pop Talk. So you're more than welcome to join and, talk about the topics that we're going to be talking about on Sunday, which I do not know yet, but I will figure it out.
Get your jingle bells on.
Mm-hmm. And also for those who weren't able to make it, well, there's always next time. Because there will be a next time, and I would like to see more members have a chance to join us here on Pop Talk when they're able to. So to everybody who was here, thank you very much. To everyone who was working, thank you very much. And to anyone who catches this on the replay, thank you very much. And until next time, remember 2 things here on this channel. Don't ever give up on me in a game, because just when you do, you might miss something. And I'm not just a baseball guy. I'm an all-around guy. Have a good night, all.
Night, everybody. Night.
Autobots, transform and roll out.